Groovy. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Woo! 4 people are in a good mood. Fantastic. So, anyone who's seen my show before, I poke fun at my dad a lot. Well, he's here in the audience now. Let's give him a round of applause. He does not look impressed. But I'm opening the show tonight with just, as I've mentioned many times, my daughter is 2 months old now, and I can't believe how negligent some parents are. I was walking downtown, and there's this lady that her daughter had her boots on the wrong feet, and she's walking, and the daughter's complaining, like, "Mommy, my feet hurt." She's like, "Shut up. Mommy's playing Candy Crush." And so she gets walking ahead, and this little girl sits down to try to change her boots, and of course I'm a nice guy, so I see her, and I go, and I'm helping her change her boots, and I'm thinking, how easy would it be to abduct this person? Just how long before she notices? How long before she notices anyone is gone? And I can't she's up there like a block away playing Candy Crush, like, "Mommy got to level where the fuck's my kid?" And speaking of where the fuck's my kid, I had a moment like that not that long ago, unfortunately. I was over at a friend's house, thankfully, and my friend was holding my daughter, and she left the room. And I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to my friends, and having a good time, and I didn't realize my friend left the room. I was like, "Where the fuck is my kid? Did I leave her upstairs? Is she in the car?" I'm no better than anyone else, but thank you. No one is laughing tonight. It's great. I don't need your please, sir. But no, so since I was on the topic of children, since I was young, I've always had, just as long as I can really remember, I was the only kid in fucking kindergarten with a sex drive. I was the only one who knew why boys like girls. Just like, I was like, "Oh, I have a crush." Like, no, I know what you do. Because I especially knew, because when I was younger, I was playing in my parents' room, as most kids do, and I lifted up my parents' mattress, and there was a nudie mag, and I'm flipping through, and I'm just fucking in awe of the shit going on here. It opened up a whole new world. Winnie the Pooh was no longer exciting. So I brought it to my mom, and just, "Mommy, I want to do that when I'm older." Like, "Where did you get this? Did your father have this hiding somewhere?" And sure enough, he got an earful when I got home, and his only response was, "That's my boy." So on that notion, if I had have known what a blowjob was at 6 years old, I could have had my first blowjob at 6 years old. There's this girl in my class, and I had no fucking idea what it was. She's like, "I want to give you a blowjob," and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" It's like, "Come over here and I'll show you." And I'm like, "What, am I gonna get fucking pinched? She's gonna blow in my ear or some shit?" So of course I asked the teacher, and of course the teacher flies up and, "Where did you learn language like that, young man?" It's like, "Samantha said she wants to give me a blowjob, and I want to know whether I'm game for this or not, because I've heard things and I found things, but I'm not quite sure. I can't make the proper correlation yet. Is this something I want, or is this something that's going to cause me pain and anguish?" And when I was actually a bit older, I found out I'm not the only kid that had an idea of what sex was. Because I was in like the 7th grade, and our classroom was right across from the kindergarten classroom, so grade 7s could be anyone. Was anyone like a kindergarten helper at all? Anyone? No? Well, so I was sitting in class. It's like math, so nothing is going on. So you hear absolutely everything, and priceless. So I heard the teacher, "What do you think you were doing?" Little boy, "We were just pretending." "Pretending to do what? Have sex?" According to my friend, little boy got like right on top, like told this little girl to lie down, and got like right fucking on top of her, and was just fucking giving her for all he was worth. And that was the day I no longer felt bad about having erotic dreams about Shania Twain at 4. Alright, so so I'm glad that the government's finally working again. Does anybody understand Harper proroguing for as long as he did? Does anybody know what proroguing is? Well, it's when you pretty much like, "Oh shit, people are mad at me. I'm going to shut down the government, and I'm going to hide under my blanket until this goes away. Senate, I think go on. Is everyone mad at me still? What if I lower taxes? That's not possible. Well, we'll send the McDonald's go past the badasses of Brantford. We'll love that." And only people who who've seen my act before get that joke. But on politics and political things, who here, I'm astounded not many people actually know what this is. Who here knows what the Illuminati is? Just you. So enough people to make this joke funny. I love when people come and sit next to me at the bus terminal or on the bus and talk to me about there's this guy in town that actually believes that the Illuminati has bought the Brantford police. And they have now, to keep them quiet, opened a whorehouse downtown. There is now a whorehouse that only policemen can go to, and as part of an initiation, every policeman who joins the force has to go and pick a whore from the whorehouse, and that's how the Illuminati keeps them under control. I love stories like that. I love when they talk to me about that, because I sit there and I nod polite, like, yep, And when they finish, it's like, and now that's why we have to kill you, because you know too much. Does that make me a bad person? Just when they get off the bus, it's like, we'll see you at home. But so Brantford, as I've talked about, has a lot of problems. And one big problem we have downtown is crackheads. They just fucking sit there and they chitter. It's like, hey buddy, you got money for a coffee? There's actually one that he asked me for money. And I was like, hey man, you got money for a burger? I just need a burger. And I'm like, oh no, dude, I got some fries. Let's finish. I don't want them. Do you want this? Like, no, I need that burger. But they'll do stuff like walk up to your car on Colburn Street, the busiest fucking street in town, and like try to ask you for change while you're flying by. You'll see this one guy, he's got his pants hiked up fucking here, and he's like, hey man, you got some change. He'll walk back and forth Colburn Street, weaving through traffic like his fucking Frogger. I moved the stage, great.
Stop breaking the stage.
I'm not breaking the stage. You're breaking the stage. You have an anger management problem.
Yes, I do. Thank you for recognizing this.
So I'll finish with this, especially because my dad's in the audience. So my dad is, as you've known, when he is home, he's better now. Now it's 9 o'clock, but used to be, as soon as he got home from work, pants came off, and they stayed off. I'd have to get the door because because the pizza girl's gonna think she's getting an extra tip tonight. But so this crack addict followed me home once because I came home drunk because I was 19 and drinking's super exciting when you're 19. I come home and he follows me home. I get in my bedroom and Dad's sleeping and he knocks on the door and my dad answers the door fucking pissed. You ever fucking come to my fucking house again? I'll kick your fucking ass. You'll fucking I am pretty sure he shroom slapped this man in the face. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much. Have a good night.